Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here at Pocono Mountain, Harley Davidson, to take a look at the 2023 CVO Road Glide. Let's get it. Okay guys, let's talk about this engine for a minute. This is the new 121 variable valve timing Milwaukee 8 engine, pushing 115 horsepower at 139 foot-pounds of torque. Also guys, if you were unaware, this engine is also liquid cooled. Okay guys, moving on to the wheels. Okay guys, these wheels are sport cast aluminum 19-inch wheels in the front and in the rear, pushing 130 by 60 19 tire in the front with 180 55 18 tire in the rear. Okay, time to move on to the brakes. The front brakes are dual 32mm floating rotors in the front with a 4-piston Brembo calipers, and in the rear the same 32mm disc with a one single Brembo piston caliper. Moving on to the front forks. The front forks are Showa 47mm telescopic inverted forks, and in the rear an adjustable suspension with remote preload. Also adjustable manually from the rear. Okay guys, moving on to the seat height. Alright guys, this bike has a seat height of 26.7 inches, and you can see how I look standing next to this bike. I am 5'10" with a 32-inch inseam. And you can see how I sit. My knees slightly bent, just a little bit over the tank. And I can still reach out and grab everything. This bike has a curb weight of 862 pounds. If you're putting down some miles, this bike has a 6-gallon tank. Now the ground clearance on this bike is 5.7 inches. Now if you're interested, this bike has a rake of 26 degrees and a trail of 6.7 inches. Okay guys, let's go over to the dash, but I'm not going to go too far into the dash, just give you a look at it. I'll link to some people who have better videos of the dash, but I'll tell you this. This is a 12-inch infotainment system with a color TFT display. Okay guys, when you first turn the ignition on, you're greeted with the Harley crest and the CVO logo. Okay, let's quickly go over some of the gauges on the dash. And we're gonna start from the left and make our way over to the right. Okay, in the very left top of the screen, you can see what it says here, the cat. This is the FM radio band, and under that is the fuel. Under the fuel is a tachometer. Under the tachometer is the miles, your average miles. And under that is the gear position sensor. Right now it's in neutral. And under that is the clock. Right of the clock is the battery gauge. Right of the battery gauge is a TC, which is traction control. Right of the traction control is the ABS. Right of the ABS is the hand warmer notification to let you know the hand warmer is on. Right of that is the high beams. To the right of the high beam is H. This is vehicle hold control. I guess it's like hill assist. Right of the H is the CVO logo. Right of the CVO is the tire pressure gauge. Right of the tire pressure gauge is the fuel gauge. Right of the fuel gauge is the engine check light. Right of the engine check light is the water temperature gauge. Right of the water temperature gauge is the oil gauge. Guys, I apologize, but I cannot find what these other two symbols are for, but I do believe they are engine service lights. Okay guys, let's quickly go over these saddlebags. These saddlebags appear to be even in length on both sides. On some bikes, the right bag is shorter than the left, but on this bike, the bags are both the same size. This bag also comes a volume capacity of 2.2 cubic feet. Also, the bags are carrying 5x7 speakers in each bag, as you can see from the visual here. Okay guys, it only took about a million years, but we were finally able to get Harley to put LEDs on these bikes. So it appears that this bike has LEDs full in the front, turn signals and headlight, and in the rear all LED lights. Finally. Okay guys, let's quickly go over the color options on this bike. And the base color on this bike is dark platinum with pinstripe. The other color option is whiskey neat with raven metallic, which will run you an extra $6,000 at MSRP. Okay, let's talk about the price of this bike. This bike comes with a base price of $42,999. Now if you decide to go with a two-tone color, that will run you an extra $6,000, which will bring it to $48,999. But we're gonna start with the base price and we're gonna start adding up all the costs associated. Now, if you live in California, there's an extra $200 to add to that, which will bring it to $43. Now, there's a freight charge of $850, which will bring it to $44. Now, there's a surcharge of $1,200, which will bring it to $45. Now, let's say there is a dock fee of about $800 and a prep fee of around, let's say, $700. So that will bring you to about $46,000. So 46,000, let's call it 47,000. Now this price obviously will vary depending on the dealership you go to. My dock fee may be off, my prep fee may be off. Depending on the dealership you go to, some may even not charge that fee, but chances are they will. So in your budget, try to budget for like $47,000. Alright guys, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. Remember to keep your eyes on the swivel, keep the sticky side down, the shiny side up, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.